I'm not pregnant. Dun, 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 dun. So I found out why I was so miserable yesterday and sentimental and emotional. It's my period. Now, it doesn't seem like a big thing, but I was I was fucking myself really, really rough with this glass dildo I had, and I basically gave myself a inner uterine wound, so I was spotting all the time. I forgot, like, basically what a normal time period for having a period is like, and I was basically like, oh shit, I'm not getting my period anymore. No, I didn't know that the blood wasn't actual period blood. I knew it was, like blood from the wound. Then it cleared up, and then, I kind of forgot what the period is supposed to feel like. Because I do not time my cycle. I just, like, wait. It happens, it doesn't fucking happen. I'm also slightly sick. So, I was genuinely getting worried that I was pregnant or some fucking crap like that. But I'm not pregnant. I have no baby. No fucking baby. Oh god, why do I have to say that so stupid? I don't know, I think I'm too happy about this now. Anyways, I'm trying to figure out what to do with the rest of the day because I am so tired. All I want to do is sleep. It is both because I'm sick and because of my period. It's been so long since I've had an actual period. Jesus. Anyways, this is my first period on testosterone. Well, not actual testosterone, unsupplementary testosterone. I checked in the pharmacy. Apparently, nothing bad is going to happen to me for taking this. And as I said, it is like seriously helping my mental fucking health in day to day life. Although I do have to admit, it was kind of nice getting like all the influx, I guess, of like estrogen. Because I'm fairly sure you get more estrogen on your period, right? Isn't that how it works? I don't fucking know how it works. Anyways, I'm just saying it's like it's nice um kind of getting that influx of like the way I used to feel, that super hormonal everything makes me want to cry. Life is so beautiful. Psychedelic kind of way of feeling, which is honestly what being female feels like. It's like an acid trip with your feelings. So the way I can explain it. I don't care if this is according to stereotypes. It's fucking true, okay? I know because I've been on progesterone, which is an ultra. It's a female hormone, I think. Whatever it was, it made me feel manly as fuck. I don't know why. I was on birth control, and it just sent me for a ride. And that was when I kind of had my awakening relative to gender, when I kind of searched within myself and I was like, oh, this is what femininity feels like to me, and this is what masculinity feels like to me, and I can't fucking decide. I still can't decide. So it's nice getting all the, like, I don't know, influx of female feelings, but because I've been on testosterone, the supplementary, the supplementary herbal testosterone I got in the health food store and the pharmacy and the sex store. Viagra for men, taking that too. Um, it's nice feeling all those feelings I do enjoy, but not having them affect me too badly. So like having like that day that I was miserable yesterday was only one day. I didn't have that for like the precursory 3 to 4 days I usually have before my period starts. My mood is a lot better. I'm still tired as shit. My fucking tummy is still killing me. I should be saying my abdomen. But the actual heaviness that I associate with how I felt before I had the herbal testosterone is gone. And that heaviness would increase so badly on my period. So I don't know if this testosterone stuff is something that I should like seriously look into as as a hormonal treatment that I get from an actual doctor, or if I'm See, I'm kind of at this. I know I have the potential, okay? Because I've done it before, to create a lifestyle that would allow me to feel feminine. And it would feel very, very good. The same way that I can create a lifestyle that would allow me to feel very masculine. And that would also make me feel very good. It's not that either one is battling with each other. They both represent two sides of me and two sides of the way that I want to feel. But it's hard to create a life that will cater to them both because they both require so much. And I feel like I have to choose because that's the way gender is presented to you, isn't it? You gotta fucking choose. You know? And I always thought that even if I transitioned to be in the middle or even a man, I might still want to keep my periods or my hips. I just feel weird about the overall femaleness of my body, you know? Which is strange because I still like the association of having my hourglass figure. I just don't like everything else that comes with it, like my squishiness or my boobs or the fact that I don't have a dick. So, I don't fucking know what that means. I don't. What the fuck does that even mean? Like, fuck me. Jesus Christ. Ugh. So I don't know if simply the reason that I can't feel feminine and enjoy it, because I enjoy it. It's like I feel feminine and it's like, oh my god, this is the most trance like psychedelic nirvana feeling I could ever possibly feel. I'm bored. Like lasts for a second and then I'm bored. Whereas masculinity is a near constant feeling for me that I've felt since I was a child. You know? Femininity is a mood I have, masculinity is a constant state of being. And I would probably choose masculinity over femininity simply because it's something I'm more familiar with and something that just makes more sense to me constantly. You know? It's like, I don't know. If I created that life where I just poured all my energy into feeling feminine and to going into every reason why I might not like being a woman, God, even saying that feels icky. If I poured all my energy into that, would I maybe one day like it? But then again, if I wasn't on some kind of a spectrum, why would I be responding so goddamn well to even a slight bit of testosterone? Why would that increase my mood so much? Is it just because I'm depressed, or am I actually gender not found? Am I actually gender error? Am I actually a non binary space person? What does it all mean? It would nearly be easier to be trans, but I'm not trans. I think I mostly have like trans flags and stuff around me just to remind me that whatever decision I make in the future, even if it involves expensive medical bills or deletus the titus, deletus the deletus the boobies, like that's okay, you know. You do whatever fuck I want. And I don't know, the true expression of my soul might be a androgynous space person. I did go around a lot as a kid and ask adults and other children to call me a boy girl. So that's not very cis. That's a pretty early sign of something. It's never taken seriously though. Guess it never really is. God. So, trying to figure out what to do with the rest of the day because every single day I have a very set routine. I wake up and try to perform, and I get very upset if I can't perform. And obviously, today I'm feeling a lot more relaxed, whether I do or don't, and I'm in an incredibly good mood because I'm not fucking pregnant. And this is like one of the most enjoyable period experience I've had so far since getting on the herbal testosterone. This is the best period experience I've ever had. Um, the fuck. Yeah. So I don't have any rituals or shit that I want to do for my period. It's like one of the aspects of femininity that I don't actually mind. So I don't mind doing things like, I don't know, rituals or spells or self care for myself during this time because it's not something that causes me so much dysphoria. Well, it does honestly cause me dysphoria, or at least it used to cause me a great deal of dysphoria. Now, since accepting myself that I might not be cis and letting myself go on this testosterone supplement, um, when I feel dysphoric on my period, I don't just like write it off as something else, and like I accept it better. So I'm not like doing the thing I used to do where it's like, oh, I don't feel completely like a woman. There's obviously something wrong with me. What now? I guess maybe there's some mommy issues or something I gotta deal with. Great. Or, ah, fuck. There's probably like a trauma causing this. And then I feel icky, and nothing I would do would make it better, even if I did go into the reason why, even if it was a traumatic reason, or even if it wasn't, or whatever. I just, ugh. It's hard thinking there's always something wrong with you, you know? That's gender. Gender. It's a hell of a trip. I'm so annoyed I could never fool anyone else into thinking I was cis either. I had a few friends who were trans and non-binary and basically on the LGBT spectrum. And it was this time in my life where, as I said, I was convinced I was cis. The idea that I could be anything else was not occurring to me, despite the fact that, you know, I was looking. I won't even go into what I was doing in the background. That like there was so much denial there. Okay, like I'd look up spells on how to like shift yourself into a man mentally, spiritually for a day. I'd be like, this doesn't mean I'm trans. I'm just curious. Or I'd like look up um, FTM transition surgery pics and I'd be like, I'm just curious. Or I'd think about cutting off my tits and I'd be like, that feels good. But that's just because I don't like my titties. That's why. Or I would ask constantly whether I came off more as a boy or as a girl. And obviously, I have some people in my life who will say woman, who will say girl. But I've never had someone in my life who has answered woman or girl consistently, if that makes sense. It's like, even if people see me as a woman, usually the answer that I would get would be something along the line of masculine or confident, which is a good one. That's not really masculine or feminine, but you know. Or whenever someone recently told me I had big dick energy, which is cool as shit, but anyways, I wasn't consistently ever getting girl, and if I was still getting like, oh, you seem like a woman, but you seem like a woman, but you seem like a, but you know, I still have men that are attracted to me simply on the basis that they think I'm going to be their mommy. Like, I seem to only attract two types of men: men who want to break my goddamn will and turn me into a 1950s housewife and seem to get a kick out of it, and like playing with me like I'm some kind of a toy. That hasn't always been negative. I've met some doms who like could embody that energy but like not be sadistic psychopaths who were trying to hurt me, who just like thought it was fun to play with me like I was a toy, like a cat batting a mouse between its like little paws. I think someone can have those like feelings and still be a good person, but I've met plenty who weren't, obviously. And the other group of men I seem to attract is just like fucking men who want a mommy, quite literally. I have to ask myself now which category of men I'm attracting. I remember once I met a man who was both. It was my ex who kind of opened me up to the idea that I might not be cis. Because uh, was very, like, I don't know how to describe it. There would have been no benefit to him had I been cis or not. And in fact, when I started discussing with him, like, actually seriously, maybe I want to go on testosterone one day, something like that, it was actually incredibly discouraging. So the only reason he would have had to say this was either that he noticed something that he wanted to bring to my attention, or he wanted to play into this persona that he had of always being the guy who helps. He was one of those. God. Always there for a helping hand, sociopathic little fucker. Oh god. Oh, he could be so charming. And he was always there to help you out, and it always made it seem like he really cared. Like the minute that you didn't offer something to him in his life, or if it he would do shit like that for like people who didn't really matter, you know? But wouldn't do the same for people like that he thought he didn't have to take care of, you know? He was just trying to present an image, it wasn't real. And when he did give it to you, it was like simply because he wanted more control over you. And if he could be the person that you rely on, then like he had power. And that's something people I don't think know. That when someone inserts themselves in your life as a way, as someone who gives resources, whether it be emotional comfort or finances or validation or sex or anything that it is that you value them for and you really need from them or want from them, it puts them in this place of being desired. I think sometimes people view that as a subservient position, like they're giving so much to you. But when someone is so willing to do that off of the bat, and they're not particularly attached to you yet, it's called love bombing. And they're doing it so that they can insert themselves in an area of their life where, they have something you need and you want, and they can blackmail you into whatever the fuck they want you to do. So subconsciously, all people with power fantasies, I know this because I have power fantasies myself. We know this. He knew this. So, that being said, he wasn't actually a fan of me actually transitioning. So it just tells you, he was not telling me that I was trans because he wanted me to transition. He wasn't trying to implant that idea in my head because it was something he actually wanted. He just wanted to make sure that if I had another problem, I could go towards him for it. It's safe to talk to me about anything, baby. Maybe what you're experiencing is dysphoria. And I think he did actually pick up on something that I hadn't noticed. He was good at that too. The more I talk about him, the more terrifying he comes off. Like, not your average sociopath. uh, anyways. Yeah. We were on call one day and I was envious of him when it came to his body shape, and because he was very good looking, and he had this like very skinny hips, big upper body, but he was also like really tiny. I throw that out there. He was like adorable. So one day he was taking his shirt off on video, We were on video chat, and I was just like, whoa. I was just like, gazing at him like, whoa. And oh, he caught something up in me because it wasn't just like, wow, that's so cool. It was kind of like a sad, frustrated kind of longing, like, oh, I'm never gonna have that. You look great, baby. So nice to see you without your top off. Look at all those muscles I'll never get. You look great. There was a longing in there that wasn't just like you're sexy. It was gender envy. I don't know how he picked up on that, but he did. And so he presented the idea to me that what I might be experiencing was dysphoria. And I used to when I was about 12, what I used to do was I used to not bind exactly, but I used to deliberately pick sports bras or like shirts that would make my chest look as flat as possible. Flat as these big old chunkers can get, which is not very. So, he was probably right for a variety of reasons. Seriously, what the fuck do I do with the rest of my day? I'm so tired. All I want to do is sleep. I got shit to do. I got painting to paint. I got fucking guitar to play. I gotta study for psychology degree. I gotta clean this whole ass dirty room. I gotta make myself breakfast. It's breakfast time. Fuck this. I just wanna go sleep. I gotta play Dark Souls. Oh, I defeated the fucking what was it, the Taurus demon? And I didn't kill the dragon yet, but I'm going to. And I also got rid of the big armored boar. Now I have to kill the big black knight for some reason, and he's whooping my goddamn ass. But you have no idea how long I was playing Dark Souls and trying to fucking do that. I couldn't even get past the skeleton in the graveyard. In the Firelink shrine, so I'm fucking proud of myself. Anyways, I think this is a good place to end the video. So, if anybody else out there is gender not found, you're not alone in the struggle, is all I'm saying. When I figure it out, I hope you do too. And yes, it's annoying as shit. Bye.